itself because it's something that's always ongoing, right? It never stops. So
Yeah. Wonderful.
Ugh.
because it's something that's always ongoing.
Okay, perfect. Okay, you're gonna be all set up. Then we don't
Yep,
have.
you are ready to
Yeah,
rock and
you're
roll.
ready, rock and roll. Even that we're still 2 minutes away.
Okay.
Before, by the way, even there's 2 minutes away. You can start. We can start asking people what
For
happened.
shares.
Yeah, to share. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
because it's
for sure.
actually already.
I know a whole bunch will be jumping on right after Christine finishes her huddle as well. But yeah, we can always start. If anyone has anything exciting to share already, or you're anticipating anything exciting this week, any events or anything like that, please feel free to share. Please feel free to chime in. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in on the other side of the world because Hong Kong convention is this weekend, but that also kind of affects us because I'm sure they'll come out with promotions, right? And if I'm not mistaken, there'll be some promo packs that will be coming out, and I think it might it'll be available to us probably by Friday afternoon, Friday evening, maybe. Promo packs are back. All right. Well, it is 7:30, so let's go ahead and get started. Um, Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. My name is Nilbert. For those of you who don't know me, and I will be providing today's training. And our topic today would be the power of personal development. I think, bar none, everyone that's on here or is already familiar if you've been doing this enough, or if you've been with this community for the past like how many months, past year, or past couple years. Personal development is something that really I think applies to each and every one of us, right? I mean, it's something that it's a journey that all of us should be, or, I think should be doing, especially in this industry, because we are all about people. It's all about relationships. So taking some time to invest in ourselves and really concentrate on personal development is something that is actually, I think, very worthwhile, regardless of what industry we're in, right? It doesn't have to be this industry. It just so happens that in my opinion anyway, in this industry, it goes hand in hand. It's like bread and butter, right? Um, the more you do, the more you invest in your personal development, and the more you improve your overall mindset, well-being, and all that, the better your relationships, or the better you're able to relate with other people and connect with other people. And most importantly, the more you're going to attract the right type of people, like-minded people that think like you do, that would basically do this business like you do, right? So, again, if anyone wants to chime in, if with anything exciting they want to share, please feel free. Let's open it up for just a couple of shares before we start today's topic.
I know Nicole's hosting a really great event in New Jersey tonight with Holly and Corbin Roush. So just want to remind everybody about that. Nicole, is there anything you want to share about that event coming up tonight?
Yes, we're super excited. Thank you so much, Adrian. We're having a fantastic event in downtown Westfield. So, very central New Jersey, central northern New Jersey. We're super excited about that. And there's two events, one tomorrow night and one the following night, Thursday, in Pennsylvania. So, definitely take a look at the event links for that on the WhatsApp. And thanks so much. We're excited to see everyone tonight.
Wow, that's exciting. Yeah, I mean, downtown New Jersey, huh? So, you know what? I might hit you up later, Nicole. I've been trying to get, we have an aunt over there who lives in New Jersey. So, I'll message you later, Nicole. Thank you.
That'd be fabulous, Nilbert. Thank you.
So yeah, we have events. We always have an event going on somewhere, whether it's an in-person event or a Zoom. So always watch out for our calendar. Always watch out, for on the messages, either in Shout or WhatsApp. And get if you know anyone over there, because we are so connected nowadays because of technology and all that, family, friends or whatever, and all over. Get your prospects to those events. That's the most important thing in this in our industry, right? To grow a business. All right. Anybody else? Okay. I guess we'll just jump right into it. So today's topic is the power of personal development. It's really one of my favorite topics because, as I was telling George and Adrian earlier, every time I talk about or we talk about personal development, I feel as if I really feel like I'm talking to myself as well. I'm like reminding myself um, the importance of the personal development. It's something that I think it's a constant journey. Doesn't matter what your age is, doesn't matter what your background is. Personal development is probably one of the most worthwhile investments we can make in ourselves. So why does personal development matter, or why personal development matters for us? Well, for one, your business and life will only grow as much as you do. Okay, personal development is the key to unlocking your potential, building confidence, and creating long-term success, right? Does that make sense to everyone? I mean, you can only grow as much, your doesn't it's not I'm not only referring to our business. I mean, everything else in your life, your relationships, family relationships, personal relationships, professional relationships, your business and everything else, your endeavors, they will only grow as much as you do. Okay. Growth mindset equals growth in business and life. So definitely, uh, you can either have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. I think we've heard that before, right? So it's, people can approach life with just a fixed mindset, like, okay, yeah, whatever happens, they just, okay, well, that's the way it is. It's okay, all right. They just accept it, because they have a very fixed view of things. Okay. So growth mindset, it's always a lot better to have a growth mindset because we adapt, we basically learn and then we grow, right? So, and that applies to both business and life. Okay. Success is 80% mindset, 20% strategy, right? You need to have strategy. That's for sure. You need to have a direction of where you're going, but it doesn't matter how amazing your strategy is. If you don't have the right mindset, it's going to be very difficult to get there. You attract who you become, right? It's we've always heard the saying, birds of a feather flock together. It's kind of like a lighthearted, like, okay, yeah, people like, we use that in school, and people with the same personalities kind of get into a clique or whatever you want to call it. But it's actually true with the human psyche, right? You attract who you become. So depending on what you project, depending on the vibrations that you send out, that's those are the kinds of vibrations you're going to get back. Those are the kinds of persons that you're going to attract, right? So if you project a winning mindset, a very driven, motivated mindset, you know, those are the kinds of people you're going to attract. There's this saying, think of the five people you hang around with most of the time, and you can pretty much tell, you know, who you are by that, right? So who do you hang out with? Do you surround yourself with, successful people? Do you surround yourself with people who are motivated? You can ask yourself that. That's one reason why I love being in this community, right? Yesterday, I was listening to Adrian provide training, and I had to take down some notes because, like, oh yeah, that really, that's really a better way of doing it and all that. I was listening to Christine in her huddle. So we surround ourselves with successful people, with people who share the same mindset we do, the same vision, right? And that's how we grow. So, what's one area of personal growth you would like to improve, right? Whether it's mindset, habits, confidence, leadership. Yeah, jot it down, right? Think of it right now. What's one area of personal growth you would like to improve? Okay, just jot it down. So I'm just gonna go over like three pillars of personal development. I kind of use the concept of three pillars because as you know, we have three pillars in our science and technology as well with our products, right? So three pillars of personal development. The first one is mindset mastery, in my opinion. Okay, that's where we begin. We start with mindset. Okay, again, I mentioned earlier fixed versus growth mindset. Because success starts in your mind. You can't really achieve any kind of success if your mind is if you're not, sold on it yourself. Does that make sense? If you don't believe in yourself, you don't believe you can do it, then it's a non-starter. Okay? So overcoming limiting beliefs, challenge negative thoughts. Negative thoughts always would always come in and invade our daily lives. Like there will always be negative stuff that comes in. You have to overcome those. Okay, they're part and parcel to being humans. Negative stuff does come in, negative situations arise and all that. We have to be able to overcome those. And how do you overcome those? Daily affirmations and visualization definitely helps. Okay. Daily affirmation and visualization definitely helps. Speak and see your success before it even happens. Visualize, that's you have a vision board. I know a lot of people here, use vision boards, right? Speak it into success, right? As Daniel Piku, likes to say, we're not going to become a billion-dollar company. We are a billion-dollar company. He is already speaking it into existence. I mean, we know we're going to be a billion-dollar company, right? But it's already happening. Okay. If you're trying to reach a certain rank or whatever, oh, I hope I become, one day I'll be, no, you are, work and build your business as if you are already in that rank. I'm definitely, my mindset is I'm trying to grow my team and get new people and all that and do training and all that as if I'm already a 4-star. That's my mindset because, I know I'm gonna get there. Okay? Visualize your success. So write down one limiting belief you think that's holding you back right now and reframe it into a positive affirmation. Okay? Whatever it is, write down like one limiting belief and or how would you call it, like thought that you think is holding you back. Reframe it into a positive affirmation, right? Similar to like if something bad happens, right, instead of asking why did this happen to me, right, reframe that. What can I learn from this, right? And then you move on. That's how you grow. Okay. Pillar number 2, daily habits for success. I know a lot of you have heard about this because we've done a lot of trainings on daily methods of operation and all that. What you do daily determines your future, right? Every little thing you do on a daily basis is the one that will determine who you become, right? So take this for example. This is I think a really good basic like routine for growth, right? Every morning, read for 10 minutes. We could never get enough reading, right? We could never get enough reading. There are so many helpful self-help and uh, what do you call that? Success books out there. Read for 10 minutes. Listen to a motivational podcast. Okay. And then set intentions for the day. This is probably what? Read for 10 minutes, listen for another 15 minutes, sit down and set intentions for 10 minutes, like half an hour. You're done. 30, 35 minutes, right? Morning routine. Focus on progress, not perfection. Okay, small, consistent actions equals big results. Don't be intimidated by, oh, okay, wow, however am I going to reach that point, or how will I get my business to be that big? Don't, don't focus on the forest so much that you don't see the tree right there in front of you. Okay. Small, consistent actions equal big results. So just do you just do, your daily habits, and that will lead to big success or big results. So commit to one new habit you will implement for the next 7 days. Think of a new habit that you want to develop, right? I'm sure we all have, oh, I wish, I do this regularly or whatever. Commit to one new habit you will implement for 7 days. Okay. Pillar number 3, continuous learning and taking action. Okay. Learn, apply, and teach. So growth happens when you use what you learn. So as we attend these daily huddles, every day there's always different kinds of training, right? And we learn a lot, but they're not really going to help us if we don't apply it, right? They're not really going to be effective if we don't apply it. And if we don't apply it, how can we teach it? How can we make it duplicatable? Remember, we are all about duplication, right? It's going to be too untenable. It's going to be too much of a Herculean effort if you want to do everything yourself. It's okay if you only have a team of 5. What if you already have a team of 50? What if you already have a team of 100, 150, and you're still doing everything yourself? It's not efficient, and it's definitely not effective. So you have to be able to teach what you learn, and you can only teach what you learn if you actually apply it yourself, right? Learn, apply, and teach. I already mentioned this earlier. Surround yourself with growth-minded people. Your environment shapes you, right? Who you hang out with, kind of shapes you. What you do in your spare time shapes you. I have to be honest, before I got into this, I used to watch so much streaming services. I love watching movies, right? And ever since, I started, growing my business and all that, I still, of course, watch occasionally and all that. But there was one time I was asking my wife, Joanna, hey, when was the last time we watched a movie in Netflix? We couldn't even remember because, we get so busy, right? But that's a good kind of busy though, right? What do you do in your spare time, right? um, you know, it will tell you exactly where your motivations lie and where you're going. Take imperfect action. Growth happens outside of your comfort zone. That is so true. Another way of saying it is that success, what do you call that? What was that saying? Uh, Motivation and success die in a comfort zone. It's where they die. Your comfort zone. That's where success motivation dies. Because you're not going to do anything. Uh, you're not going to push yourself. You're not going to progress or grow if you just are comfortable in your, sitting in, where your comfort zone is. Get outside of your comfort zone. Tackle that list, right? Especially that Lions list or whatever, right? The people that you're afraid to call or you're nervous to call. Tackle that, right? Um, start sharing this opportunity with I don't know, strangers, right? I have someone in my team who, has definitely she's the moment she started uh and enrolled, she definitely had no problem just approaching people randomly and start talking to them. It's actually a gift, in my opinion. I mean, even I have a hard time doing that. But growth happens outside of your comfort zone. Okay? Activity. So share one action step you will take this week to push yourself out of your comfort zone. Think of something that you're kind of hesitant to do because it's something that you don't do yet, or you're not familiar with yet. Okay, think of one step, one action, and then you know take it this week to push yourself out of your comfort zone. Okay, so in conclusion, success starts with you. I think everyone should know this. Success starts with you. It doesn't start with your leader. It doesn't start with your upline. It doesn't start with your sponsor. It doesn't start with your team. It starts with you. Okay? Your business will grow when you grow. Commit to personal growth daily. It has to be a daily thing. No days off, right? No days off. If you're working to improve yourself, this is 365, 24/7, 365. No days off. So, for the next 7 days, commit to at least one personal development activity every day. Whether it's reading, listening to a podcast, practicing affirmations, just for the next, just think of the next 7 days. Don't even like, oh, I want to develop this into a habit, for the rest of my life. Don't even think that far. Just for the next 7 days, think of at least one personal development activity that you would like to develop, right? And then just stick to it for the next 7 days, and you'll be surprised how your mind shifts, how your mindset shifts. Okay. So final thoughts. All right. The best investment you'll ever make is in yourself. Everyone know who Warren Buffett is? Yeah. Okay. The best investment you'll ever make is in yourself. Okay. Your level of success will rarely exceed your level of personal development, from John Maxwell. Growth and comfort do not coexist. Again, it's another way of saying, get out of your comfort zone, right? Because you will never grow if you just stay in your comfort zone. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit, right? So, yes, there's talent. People, there are those people with talent, but I've said it before, persistence and discipline will beat out talent every single time. Okay? So because it's a habit. Being great at something is not just an act. It's actually a habit because people built up to it, and it leads directly into this last one of my favorite all-time players, the greatest of all time. You must expect great things of yourself before you can do them, right? Michael Jordan. He saw himself as a winner. He wanted to be a winner, and he expected great things from himself. That's why he was able to do the things that he was able to do. Okay. So that, my friends, is just a really quick overview, quick kind of few slides on key points about personal growth, personal development. I hope that you are able to pick up some nuggets from there. So we do have a little bit of time. So if anyone wants to share any thoughts, regarding the topic, please feel free to share. I'm sure everyone here has so many experiences that, they've come across, nuggets like this, and please feel free to share with the group.
Yeah, just a comment. A great job, like always. And one of them is that personal development is probably our main goal, because all the information about the product, knowing the pay plan left and right, knowing how to present perfectly, if you don't have a confidence in yourself, if you're not personal development, if you don't believe that you can do it, that's not going to work. Many of you probably heard the word ignorance on fire. People that comes into the business and start going crazy, and they don't have a clue about anything. They just know that the products work. They just know that the company's cool and they love it. It's attitude, and that comes from the personal development. And the more you believe in yourself, it's very important. The stronger, and of course, the more you believe in what we have, you are going to have an incredible result. But personal development is important. It's important. And a best example, many people, they don't like to do a presentation because they said, I am terrible in numbers. I don't like math. Like if you are going to do a dissertation of trigonometry, I think is the way that you say, or geometry. No, it's simple. But it's our personal development that's stopping us. That's basic. Oh, I am boring. No, you're not boring. When you are telling somebody how excited you are about a restaurant that you went to, you are excited. That's the same excitement when you're presenting here. You just have to believe that you can do it.
That's right. That's right. It all stems from and have believing yourself and having the confidence. Actually, that's your posture, right? And when you approach, when you talk to prospects, I know for sure that I kind of developed it over I've been with this movement for almost 2 years now. And of course, I didn't have it at the beginning, but after I kind of had that aha moment, I believe, I definitely believe in the product. I believe in the compensation plan, and I start sharing this. The posture really makes such a big difference, right? When you're coming across very, with all the confidence there is, what it tells the prospect is that, wow, well, for one thing, they definitely see that, okay, this person really believes in what they're talking about. And it carries over to them where it actually overcomes, a lot of times it'll overcome whatever doubt they might, because they will approach this with a lot of, whether it's skepticism, doubt, or whatever, but your posture and your confidence is is what will kind of like what's the word, counter that, basically, right? um I remember there was one presentation or one Zoom that I did where the prospect was actually pretty negative, like, was kind of like almost negative to the point where the person was kind of really like very aggressive in attacking the opportunity or whatever, again, all the negative stuff. And like I mentioned earlier in the training, negative stuff, will definitely come in. It's up to us how we overcome that and how we tune it, right? Well, I basically said, well, I mean, I respect what your opinions are and all that, and I do have to admit this is not for everyone. I just told him it's not for everyone. I don't know if I was a little bit over the top. I said, but the right people will see it. I just said the right people will see it. That person didn't enroll, by the way. But anyway, so, but again, you are your own CEO. Remember that. You are your own CEO. It's up to you who you get into the business. And personally, I would rather, if I see that someone's very negative and very, a lot, like I would say toxic, but have that kind of, I would rather not have a person like that in my organization. Does that make sense? Because I have everybody else in my organization who are motivated. I have everybody else to think of, right? So posture and confidence definitely stems from your belief in yourself. Okay. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else have anything else to share? And if not, I think we can wrap it up for today, and we're gonna have more exciting training tomorrow.
Nilbert, can I
Yes.
share something with you? Not
Yes.
long ago, not long ago, I had a very influential person who was very negative about the business, as I did the one-on-one. And I'm going to share how I handled it. I'm not telling you it's the right way to do it, but I'm going to tell you it's how I did it. Okay. After I had listened to all of his objections, I said to him, I said, okay, I understand. And I totally agree. This business is not for everyone. But I will tell you that wise people will usually take a deeper dive to have a better understanding.
That's a very, very smart way of turning it around, Frida. I love that. I love that. It's
You have to
basically
come on board
challenge.
to
Yeah, it's basically challenging the person to really take a deeper dive on it, huh?
and saying wise people usually do. And it was a compliment and taking it back as well. And quite honestly, he is in communication now. So just takes a while. Great job, my friend.
Thank you, thank you. I mean, I have to be honest. I do so enjoy, having a chance to share, like what I learned from the business, of doing this. And again, yes, I did already come across a lot of principles of leadership and all that. I had to because of my background, right? Being in the military and being a naval officer and all that. But being able to share it in this arena, in this setting is truly a blessing. So we're all growing together is how I see it. So every time like providing training, um, I see everyone's photos and I do see myself there too. I see my photos. So I'm really like training everyone else, including myself. And that's how I always see it. So yeah. All right. Well, we have a exciting week ahead of us. Be ready for exciting stuff to come out of the Hong Kong convention, exciting news, exciting promotions, and get your teams ready for those. Okay.
Yes, we have 14 weeks to convention. That's about 84 days. Yeah, it's about 84 days. Oh, no more, 94 days. Make sure 98 days. Exactly. I keep changing my math today. That's not working as well. 98 days. It's time to start speeding up. Make sure that you connect with people. And I mean, we have a great run, and then convention is going to be amazing. I'm excited that it's actually in June. I don't know why, but and we usually they're in August or something like that. The fact that it's in June, I think, is very special because it's at the beginning, basically, of the summer. Anyway, anybody else want to say something because I see other microphones going off? Maybe not. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. And we'll see you tomorrow and tonight. Make sure you are in the power tonight. Cool, too. Okay, thank you very much and have an amazing weekend.
Great.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you.